I'm here today with Wayne Snyder, who is an agent in our Evans office. And Wayne has been licensed originally since 1979 and has been involved in various aspects of the investment business over the years and became licensed in our market in 2019. So Wayne is he's an investor. He does a lot with self-directed IRAs, which I will admit I did not know anything about, so I'm very excited about our conversation. Tell us a little bit about what a self-directed IRA is.
Self-directed IRA is similar to your typical IRA in which you buy stocks and bonds, but as the title indicates, it's self-directed, which means you direct what investments to invest in. The vehicle I chose to invest in is real estate, primarily single-family homes. You set up the account through a custodian, which is a self-directed IRA company, and then fund it, put money into the account, and then you decide which properties to purchase, how much to offer, how much renovation you want to do to it, how much to charge in rent, so forth. Or if you want to flip it, you can turn around and sell it, and all that money goes back into the IRA. It's none of your own personal income or assets. It's all owned in the account of the IRA.
I know you have, is it 5 properties here locally?
We currently own 5 of them in the CSRA. We have, over the years, have owned up to 8. We own properties in Ohio and also in Florida, and we've sold one that was here locally as well.
Tell me a little bit. Give me some stats. So you've held some of these for a certain amount of time. What kind of growth have you seen?
Going back, you look at all the gross rents that we've earned in the 10 years that I've been doing this, and certainly there's some expenses that come out of all that. Just talking gross rentals and the appreciation not only in the properties that we have sold, but the appreciation that our current properties currently are valued at. We're talking just under $1 million in value or in income. So essentially our account has grown or generated close to $1 million in equity.
So is this safe to say this is your investment?
This was it. It's just turned out to be exactly what I was intending it to be. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how we can get involved in a self-directed IRA. How did we purchase that?
As I say, you open up a self-directed IRA account and then either fund it through deposits like you normally do any IRA or a 401k type thing, or if you have an existing IRA, you could roll that money into the self-directed IRA account. And then once you have money in that account, you can go begin to look for properties to purchase. You go out, you negotiate just like you do any other sale. You decide where to look, what your price point is, and then negotiate with the seller and determine on a price. It's considered a cash sale because when you make the sale, you're taking all your money out of the IRA account and then purchasing that property. So there's some leverage there as being a cash sale. Once you own it, you don't own it personally, it's owned in your name, in your account with the IRA company. You decide then what renovations you want to do to the property, if any. Decide how much to rent. You also decide you could do your own management of the property and determine who the tenants would be and so forth. Or you could turn it over to a property management company and let them handle a lot of those types of details. But you dictate how much to purchase, where to purchase, how much to purchase, and if you go to sell it, you decide how much to sell it for.
Are there any restrictions to owning self-directed IRAs?
There are. The IRS giving you a tax deferred opportunity, or if you open as a Roth IRA, a tax-free vehicle for earning income, they do have some restrictions. All transactions must be, as they say, at arm's length. So you cannot rent or sell the property to your relatives. You are prohibited from doing the work yourself. You can't go in and do the renovations and so forth. You have to hire contractors. The reason for that being, I believe when Congress enacted this law, giving you this opportunity to make these purchases, they were looking for ways to keep people employed. So they require you to hire contractors to do the work.
What if I don't have enough in my IRA? Is accompanying that with some mortgage money an option?
There is an opportunity, what they call non-recourse loans that are available for these self-directed IRA accounts. Unlike your standard IRA account, you cannot take your stocks and bonds owned in that IRA and leverage that to buy more. But with the self-directed IRA, you could obtain a non-recourse loan based on the expected income generated from that property to purchase property. So if you don't have enough money to pay cash, you could put money down and then borrow money to purchase a property.
Why do you think more people don't understand what they are?
That's a great question. I've met a lot of people over the years that don't know about these. There's great interest in them. I don't know why more people don't know about them, but certainly that's why I'm here to help spread the word. Let everybody know that this is a way to help build wealth that you might not typically be aware
Absolutely.
of. Coincidentally, I do know that in the Augusta market, there are approximately 60 investors that own real estate through the self-directed IRAs.
Okay.
And collectively, there's over probably $15 million in property value that's owned in self-directed IRAs in
incredible.
In the CSRA. So there are a small number of investors that are aware of it, but we'd like to expand that number.
You also mentioned two statistics to me that I thought were fascinating. You referenced a KCM, a Keeping Current Matters report on real estate being the best investment for how many years running?
Yes. They did a Gallup poll recently, and for the last 9 years, real estate has been found to be the most popular vehicle for building wealth for investment purposes.
Which is
all other vehicles.
A great reason in and of itself to participate in something like
Absolutely,
this.
yes.
You gave me one other number too. You talked about the growth of rents.
Yes.
And you also mentioned, I think it was the top 10 metros that have the highest percentage of growth in rent year over year. Tell us what that means for us locally.
That actually was a survey that was conducted by House Canary. It just came out just in the last few days that did list the top 10 markets for rent increases from the first quarter of 2023 over the first quarter of a year ago. And Augusta, Georgia market was number 10 on the list, having rentals on average growing at a rate of 16.5% over a previous year.
I think we've all felt that.
So yes.
We have all felt that.
If you want to know more about self-directed IRAs or how to get started in them, please give me a call. I'd be very happy to help explain to you how to do this. I've done it myself. I've helped others get started and would love the opportunity to help you as well.